Here we have a pre-owned 2011 GMC Yukon. Now this one comes in the SLT trim level, rear wheel drive. Gold mist metallic is the paint, and then we have light tan leather interior. For the powertrain, we get a 5.3 liter naturally aspirated V8 engine, and that's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission. As we come around to the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with the halogen fog lights. Love this big, bold Denali grille here. It's just a really nice look. And the SUV in this gold mist metallic looks absolutely phenomenal. I really like this color combo here. As we come over to the wheels here, these are gonna be 20-inch aluminum wheels. I like the polished design there. Really, it kind of pops with the rest of the shine of the vehicle. We have the crossbars here if you want to install a roof rack or something like that. And I love the two-tone door panel as well. Now, 3-stage heated seats. You can either do the seat back or the seat back and seat bottom. You have memory seat functions there, power folding side mirrors, and then you do get the turn signals in the side mirrors, power door lock controls, and then you get a one-touch down driver's window, rear window lockouts there. You do get a Bose premium sound system. You can tell if it's Bose because you'll see it, that nameplate right there on the tweeters. Headlamp controls, fog lights, hood release, foot pedal, parking brake, and there's a look at the gas and the brake pedal. And then you do get a tilt steering wheel there. But here's the power driver's seat, two-way power lumbar support. Now I do want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee for allowing me to review this Yukon today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. But here's a space behind someone of my size. Pretty good space, I think, for an SUV like this. Down here, we do have our rear AC control, so you can adjust that. And then the volume right there, temperature, fan speed, and then you have a 12-volt down here, and then your audio video cords for the DVD player, and then bottle holders are there. And there's a look at the front from back here. And there's a drop down screen, so you power all that up and then you can watch whatever you want. And there's a look at the third row. And even though there's not a lot of space between the bottom of the seat and the floor, it's still relatively spacious, I think, for a vehicle like this, especially in this time period. Bottle holders back there, grab handles here. And then your child locks right there. Fuel filler. Now, this one was flex fuel, so you could do E85 or gas on these. And there's a look at the back of the vehicle itself. And there's your hitch, spare tire, exhaust. And even the liftgate is still in pretty good shape. And if you want to, you can take the seats out of this if you want to do that or whatever, and fold them down, go through that whole process. 12-volt right here. And then to the rear passenger side, there's a look at the seat, and you can hit this and that'll fold down. And then you can hit it again and you can tumble the seat forward for easier access to the third row. And your top tethers are on the back of the seats like that. And then your lower anchors kind of poking out right there. And then to the front passenger seat, power with two-way power lumbar support. I like the kind of laminated wood grain look. A lockable glove compartment. This one still has the owner's manuals in it. And as we come back around to the front, just a quick look in the engine bay. But there's that 5.3 liter naturally aspirated V8. And then before we hop in the driver's seat, I'm just gonna show off the blinkers. And again, we have them in the mirrors there. Let's go ahead and hop in. So leather wrap steering wheel here, and I think it's funny, these Yukons, these Tahoes, I remember when the leather used to feel super plush like this does, and now it just feels a bit stiffer. I don't know why, different reasoning I guess, but I miss these old kind of like bouncy seats. There's the horn. Now over to the radio, we do get AM, FM, XM. You can go through the bands there, set up your favorites there just by holding it down, and then set your presets there. Your DVD drive is up there, then your CD drive is down below. So the DVD player runs that rear entertainment system, the CD drive goes to the audio sources, or the audio system, excuse me. Now down here, these buttons have kind of gone out, but you can see over here, you can choose fan direction here, temperature there, fan speed right in here, and then the temperature for this side there. Set your auto mode, AC toggle, power the whole system down there. Down below you get two 12 volts, power adjustable pedals, your parking sensors, you can turn those on or off, and the same thing with your traction control here. The bottle holders are right there, little storage compartment, and then your center console cubby space right in there with the 12 volt, and then your USB-A port is right in there. So you can run that off of your aux as well. So you have the aux right there, and the USB I just showed you in that center console. OnStar is there. The backup cameras here. When you're in reverse, you can see that. And then you can toggle the lift gate there, garage door transmitter, your lights. There's a look at the back seat from up here. Vanity mirror here. And then back up to the steering wheel, left side stalk, blinkers, rear wiper, one time, and then all of your intermittent settings there for the front wiper, front fluid, and then your shifters on this right-hand side, so hit the brake, pull, reverse, neutral drive. You have that manual mode, and then you can see what gear you're in. Over there on that bottom right-hand corner, you can go through those 6 gears there, and then press this in for the tow haul mode. Now over here, cruise control, on, cancel, set your speed. And then on this side, you can go through your track list or radio station presets, toggle your sources. You can kind of seek here or go to the next track here. Voice recognition and Bluetooth is there, and then volume down, volume up there. Now, your hazards right there. And then I'm gonna show you these 4 buttons go between different options. So this first one kind of shows you all your trip functions. So you can see the trip meter there, fuel range, fuel economy, fuel used, and then your instant fuel economy. And then the second button shows you your info. So your tire pressure monitors, engine hours, and then you can change your units of measurement. But man, 5,009 miles, that's crazy. I mean, it ain't bad, but I've just never seen one that high. And then you can hit this to change the display language and the auto door lock, and then you can change it by hitting that button there. It's pretty much how you change everything. You just either hold or press that in. And then finally, here is your key, and you do have remote start there, and all of your functions for the lift gate, so on and so forth. Next, let's go ahead and take this 2011 GMC Yukon SLT out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Yukon, so far this thing is driving pretty nicely for it to have 185,000 miles on it in terms of just how it's steering, how the engine feels, how the transmission feels, the overall ride quality. I'm very impressed with it so far, and I think that's one of the reasons this vehicle was kept at Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro. It's just in really great shape overall. Now the 5.3 is not as peppy as the 6.2 is, even in these older generation Yukons, but it still does the job. It's still relatively quick to be pushing something this large. And you know, it's still pretty fun to drive. Gonna give myself a little bit of space here. Luckily, no one's behind me. So not gonna floor, but I'm gonna give it quite a bit. Here we go. So again, quite a bit of power. It's a naturally aspirated 5.3 V8, so it has some kick to it. Now in terms of the wind noise, I'm hearing quite a bit up top from those crossbars, but it's something you just kind of have to get used to when you have something on the roof. Not really bad, but it might scare you a bit at first when you start driving, but you get used to it. I want to give one more huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Yukon today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that third link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. But this is it floats down the road. It's really impressive in terms of the ride quality. It's almost like it's stiff, like I'm not feeling anything, but it's so plush, I'm just kind of like going, it's almost like floating on, like in those movies where you go to the future or whatever, and it's just all like a white screen and there's like nothing. That's what it feels like when you're driving this down the road. So I think it's a good thing. Just feels like I'm driving on a blank space. Now this is only $11,000, and I mean, I think really what you're paying for here is just how everything is still in working condition. I see a lot of these come in with 120,000 miles, 150,000 miles, and even somewhere in between those, and there's something wrong here. This hasn't been done, this wasn't maintained like it should. But this is driving better than some 80, 90,000 mile Yukons that we get in with excellent maintenance history. And that just goes to show how maintenance can really make or break how a vehicle lasts, how a vehicle, you know, lives its life. This drives like new. Everything feels good. The shifts are good. The engine feels good. It's just, it's solid all the way around. Don't have any lights on. I don't even have a tire pressure monitor light on. So I'm very impressed by how this has been maintained. The only big sign of wear is these stickers right here that always go out on these older body styles that had these kind of buttons here. As the paint wears off, it just kind of has that weird look to it. But the rest of the radio looks brand new. It's crazy how nice this is. No cracked dash. Very impressed with this Yukon. But I mean, for $11,000, especially if you can do a lot of your own work at home, this is a steal for a vehicle. Again, the seats still feel good. Heated seats, power seats, rear entertainment system. It's just such a plush vehicle. And then you don't have to pay 90 grand for an SLT just because it's a 2026. And it's just a really nice SUV. Even the emblem here on the middle of the steering wheel looks brand new. So I mean, again, really solid example here. It'd be nice cheap transportation if you're needing an SUV to haul around 7 people, or if you want to have that third row down to haul a bunch of stuff and use the second row for the kids, whatever. But I mean, this thing, again, it drives like new. It's very impressive. But these are just pretty good SUVs overall. So with all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2011 GMC Yukon SLT.